Hey ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Path of Exile. So I just wanted to give you guys a little update. I'm playing my Marauder, and things are actually going pretty good. I'm level 43, and if you guys remember, I made a video a little while ago about, come play Path of Exile, etc., etc. Here's his offensive there. You can see it changes when you move this around. So just his normal attack like this does almost 400 DPS. And then his heavy strike, which is this one, does a lot more damage. Does 711. That's for like single target. And then his AOE, his ground slam, is basically 538, which is actually really pretty good. I mean, I'm sure some other people can do it better, but whatever. I finally made my first weapon, which it's not the best, but it's better than what I've made or ever done before. So. But anyways, it does 67 more increased physical damage, but the best feature of it all is, of course, this 4-linked gem set here. And this is where Path of Exile gets very complex. So basically, this is my ground slam, and then I enhance it with more gems, and this is how I enhance it. For example, I add fire damage, but it's going to use 130% more mana, basically 30% more mana. This will add 29% more physical damage added. As fire. And then we had a life gain on hit. Basically, we get 24 life every time we hit an enemy. Now, I should probably be swapping this out soon for one I've been working on here, which is Life Leech. I'm not sure when I do that. Probably maybe when it's about 3% or so, because soon, those numbers, like, 24 means nothing, but 3% health is going to be more on that. But anyways, and then melee physical damage, which I just added this, so it's very weak and low level, which gives 30% more melee damage. So if we go here, you can see I do 538. We to remove one gem, we're doing 421. That's how big a difference it is. We take the fire gem, 422. So if we take two of these gems out, you can see I'm only doing 332 damage. Huge difference between what these add for damage. So those are how important gems can become. The rest of my gear is pretty pathetic. It's very low. I don't have any real good protection on me. Got some fire resistant stuff, but overall my gear isn't that good. But I seem to manage anyways. Don't know how. You can see my defense here. I don't know if you guys know much about this game. You guys can see here. But yeah, overall I'm very happy. If you can see my points here. Basically I'm using a Marauder newbie build, they call it. And it seems to be working pretty good. You can see the three main things I go for here is Resolute Technique, which means my hits can never be invaded, means I always hit all the time, but it means I can't deal critical hits, and it seems to be a really nice feature. I really hate missing, and I really love that. The next big one here is Blood Magic. Basically, you may notice I have no mana anymore. It's because my HP is used with mana. That's because I have lots of regen. Things here, and I'll show you in a second. And then the third here is cannot invade enemy attacks, but I can never get stunned, so mobs can't go and I sit there stuck kind of for a second. I can still be slowing down and stuff, but I can't be stunned, and that's probably the most amazing feature out of that. And then we add things like this. We have like 1.5 life regen, 8% increased maximum life, 8% increased maximum life, 12% increased maximum life, 0.4 regen, 0.4, and there's some more regens elsewhere. It all adds up, and it becomes a really nice little combination. Especially when I start doing regens, and of course I added this here too, so I do a little more damage with maces. Overall, I'm really enjoying this build. I don't think I would even be able to get this far without it. I'm not the fastest player at this. I take my time. I'm enjoying it, but yeah, things are going good, and this is all I do. I just AoE my way through, as you can see here, and I like to go back. You gotta. It's not the, I mean, I don't have to go that crazy, but basically, you put them in a choke point is one of the best ways to play this build, and then they just all run in, and you just AoE yourself, and it works well. And of course, you can use your potions if you're getting a little too weak. There we go. I mean, one of the things I've learned that took me a while to get used to is usually melee, you just stand there and you take it all kind of thing. But you have to learn to sometimes back it up. Just to get them in a more of a choke point. Make sure none is behind you. And then there you go. I mean, that's awesome. Did I actually kill the colored guy already? Yeah, I guess I did. I didn't even notice. That's the beauty about this build. And yeah. So unfortunately, most of the people that I was playing with, well, I actually haven't played with anyone really. My friend Andy played a bit, but I mean, he's behind. He works and stuff. But Sniper went and played with his own friends in the game, and I think he's already almost quit the game. It doesn't surprise me. It's what happens when people don't work together. But overall, I think most people have quit, but I just want to show you guys, when I get excited for a game, I do play those games that I get excited for. And yeah, 2 weeks later, I sometimes say, oh, this sucks, whatever. And that usually happens with corrupted companies. For example, SimCity is coming out soon. I can't wait. I'm going to be excited. I'm hyped up. I keep posting stuff about it. But, you know, 3 weeks or a month down the road after I played it, I may be pissed off. I may get angry. Why? Because I'll probably find out that, you know, they'll do lack of updates. There's some problems with the game. They're not doing anything about it. You know, they've clearly, you know, sold a game that I'll enjoy and it was worth my money. But I'll find out that, you know what, I won't enjoy it like, say, SimCity 4 or SimCity 2000. I won't have years of enjoyment out of it. They didn't update it for years. Nothing new there. I mean, it's an EA game anyways. The company is beyond corrupted. But that's what happens. For example, what's that game I really like? Star Wars: The Old Republic. That game I got really hyped over. BioWare, guys. This is BioWare. I mean, they don't put out shit ever, do they? Well, if you haven't played that game, something happened bad. The lack of updates. You're paying an MMO, and you expect a certain amount. Like, I mean, this is an MMO. It's free to pay, no monthly fee, and that's a game I don't expect updates often. This company will do like updates every like day, sometimes a couple times a day. They're like me on the Frontier server. If any of you guys played that, you would notice that I do updates every other day kind of thing on it. That's what an MMO to me is supposed to be like in a way. You're supposed to add new little features here and there. But more and more MMOs are becoming these things where we'll do an update every 3 months to 6 months to every like 12 months. You're paying for basically for them to keep the servers up, which isn't really what MMOs were all about, especially server costs being so cheap now. A lot of people don't understand that you could get a cheap server that's running at like $150 a month, and of course they're getting a whole rack and blade and etc., and it's a lot more cheaper then. But you could get a server that could hold, say, 5,000 people on something that's $150 a month. These are programmed properly. These aren't, you know, little school kid programming the software. They're going to, of course, make sure it's as efficient as possible, uses very little bandwidth. And, oh, look at that ding, level 44. Woo! But I'm just saying, you know, so this game is a good company, good heart. This is what I would say like Rift. Do you remember Rift that guys tell you how Rift has a good company? They always do a lot of updates. That's what this game reminds me of. But of course, this is free to play, so you can play it this second. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know why I'm spamming that. Look at that bow. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I used to collect those and sell them again, but I don't bother anymore. This guy's hurting a lot, so kind of want to take him out as fast as you can. But yeah, overall, I'm having a good time, and I mean, I probably won't be playing this, you know, a year from now or anything exciting. But it's definitely one of those games I like to pick up, especially, you know, I've been playing almost every day. I pick up and play for a couple hours or an hour or whatever, or a couple of times a day, you know, take a break and, you know, I'll die and lose some EXP. Once you get beat the game through normal, you lose 5%, and then I think the next level, so it's cruel, and then I don't know, like, what the rankings go up, and then I think you lose like 10% or something. And then 15, but I don't know if the 15 even exists anymore, but I think that's kind of a cool idea. It makes more risk to the game. Makes you have to think about what you're doing and do a better job at it. But, yeah, overall, I'm enjoying it a lot. And yeah, so I just wanted to put out, you know, 2 good words out there. Path of Exile, awesome MMO. And it's Diablo style. A lot of people may not consider it an MMO. It's definitely an MMO, but it's Diablo, guys. It's like the Diablo. Let's just say if Diablo 3 was supposed to come out, well, Diablo 3 did come out, but let's just say if you didn't like Diablo 3, but you liked Diablo 2, and then you lost faith with Diablo 3, come to Diablo 3 right here, because this is really where Diablo 3 ended up, guys. This is definitely better looking, more grimmer looking. The graphics are really nice. Some really nice effects in this game, and as you can see, it's kind of scary at times. And it's very more mature content. It's not your easy peasy, you know. Definitely a very hard, complex game. The gem system alone makes it really nice. And another thing I want to let you guys know, you can be anything, everything. Ooh, look at those boots. Those look kind of nice. 35% increased armor. What do we have right now? 95. Looks like I may have found new boots. 2.1 life regen per second. 15 lightning resist. 7% rarity. Strength. Cool. Yeah. Ooh. I'm going to take them because it has a lot more armor on it, and I think that'll help me a bit. 22%. This will do 23 a bit. But of course it had some of those other lightning resist to it. Which is kind of important. Plus, it's got these 2 nice slots here that I can use to put things in. For example, this helmet's getting old. I want to get a new helmet eventually, so at least I can put these gems into here, and now I feel more comfortable about getting rid of that helmet in the near future. So, there you go. Some nice boots. I play the game very based on mostly drops. I don't like doing the crafting much, which isn't the best way of playing this game, because apparently crafting is the best way of doing it. With all those currency pieces that I keep picking up here. They all have different effects, like improve the quality of your armor, etc. Reforge a magical item with a new random property, things like that. Orb of fusing, so I can relink these, but I could also destroy it and make it so no links exist. Let's go and give it a try anyways. I'll just show you it. Oh, good. Oh, no skill gems in it. I guess it's glitched. But if I were to use this thing, you see how these are linked in between? Well, basically it scrambles this, and it may not have any links, or may all 3 will have a link. And all 3 have links. It means you can put a gem in there and have 2 different boosts. So, for example, on this one I have Ground Slam, and I have 3 different boosts linking to this Ground Slam, and basically a chain. That's how complex the game gets. And not only that, I just want to put one more thing before I end this video. Each class starts in their own sections. The Marauder, probably Witch up there, and I think Ranger here, and then some of the hybrid classes. They call them more like hybrid. They're just in between, say, Strength and Intellect, or Intellect and Dex, or Dex and Strength, kind of. Like, they're in between those ones. And anyways, I can go anywhere in this tree. Everyone shares the same tree, but it's a massive tree. So I could have gone, you know, more of the path up into Dex, for example, and become, you know, some kind of strong physical damage ranger. Or I could have started as a witch and gone more elemental ranger, for example. Things like that. You have the ability to change whatever you want and do whatever you want, kind of. Which is really, really cool. Oh, look at this. Increase armor. I have to look into this. I need to fix and decide what I'm going to do next. I'll probably do this one. So I'm doing 614 damage here for that nice little thing. And I'm thinking I'll go into here and work on this tree. Yeah, this looks like a good one. Look at this. Looks like we'll get some good bonuses in here. Let's try this one first. Well, that's the next one. That's bigger. 614, I said. So, oh, I wasn't even looking at the right thing, was I? Derp. Whatever. 536. You guys probably saw what it was before. Anyways, the skills, the passive skills have a huge effect on your damage, as you can see. Just alone, that one would make my damage with maces 8% higher. And not all adds up, of course. But anyways, I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to enjoy the game and play it. I just wanted to show you guys the game and you know, a little more in depth on how it works. Don't forget, we use potions, and not in like most games where you use your potion and it gets used up. You get these flasks, you recharge them by killing more mobs, or some of them do like crit damage to charge them up faster, etc. These are like your spam buttons that you hit non-stop. You know, every time I fight, almost every time I should say, not always, but it's usually recommended that you're using it, and I'm getting more long like life over time ones, just because I find them really good with my build, because I shouldn't die in one hit, but you know, adding the longer life ones here, as you can see, seems to do a better job. So 10 seconds I'll get over 1,000, and you know, my HP is only a little bit more than 1,000, 1,100, so yeah, anyways, hope you guys check Path of Exile, hope you liked this video, and I'll see you guys later.